ojalá que sea un eventazo, tío, te lo digo de verdad. Ojalá que sea un eventazo rollo como la BlizzCon del año pasado. Ojalá, yo qué sé, tío, que nos enseñen muchas cosas, tío. Ojalá, 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 ojalá. Ojalá no tener que leer en esta noche un montón de gente en Twitter comentando que ha sido una mierda, comentando que no les ha gustado, comentando que no sé qué. O sea, no me gustaría, tío, tener que leer esta noche en Twitter un montón de comentarios de gente desilusionada o de gente que no le ha gustado la presentación. Tío, por favor, llevo mucho tiempo en WoW deseando que el juego esté en su momento más álgido. Creo que es un juego que merece tener una compañía que lo respete y lo lleve a lo más alto, y creo que puede estar. O sea, World of Warcraft es un juego maravilloso. Es un juego que es el rey de los MMOs después de 17 años, cosa que no ha logrado ninguna compañía y ningún juego. Creo que se merece tener más de lo que tiene y creo que se merece, de alguna manera, ser más de lo que es. Wow, tío. Ojalá que sea algo... Ojalá que volvamos a Azeroth, te lo digo de verdad. Ojalá que se vuelva a Azeroth y ojalá que nos dejemos de tanto dios antiguo, de tanto puto pulpo, de tanto carcelero gigante magnánimo con un poder impresionante, y que volvamos al puto barrio, tío. Que volvamos a los baldíos, que volvamos a, yo qué sé, tío, a Silverpine, que volvamos a las zonas de Azeroth, y que también el leveo pueda tener un valor. Sé que igual estoy pidiendo demasiado, sé que esto no va a ocurrir, pero me gustaría, tío. Me gustaría que fuera una expansión que tomara muchas cosas de Classic, ¿sabes? Que tuviera los sistemas y el PvE y el PvP de retail, no hay ningún problema. Todo eso es mejor que lo de Classic. Pero, tío, las zonas de Classic, el environment de Classic, el olor que tiene Classic y el tacto que tiene Classic, de verdad, si lo implementaran en retail, os aseguro que retail sea la puta polla. Ojalá que lo hagan, tío. 30 segundos y estamos dentro, chavales. 30 segundos y estamos dentro. 20. Contar conmigo. 19, 18, 17, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Representando WoW Classic España. A por la WOTLK, a por la 10.0. Vamos con todo, esto empieza, chavales. Vamos con todo. Vamos allá. Vamos allá. Vamos allá. Vamos allá, empezamos. Silencio. Silencio. Wow. 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 ¡Wow! ¡Vámonos! Estoy hypadísimo, no puedo más. Estoy hypadísimo, no puedo más. ¿Se oye bajo? No. Está el audio del vídeo. Es el audio del vídeo, chavales. Sí se oye bajo. No lo puedo subir más, está a tope, ¿eh?
Hi everyone, I'm John Haidt, General Manager for Warcraft, and with me today are my friends Ian Hazacostas, who is the Game Director for World of Warcraft, and Holly Longdale, who leads up the production team for
WoW Classic! WoW Classic!
I really appreciate you tuning in. I know we're really excited to be able to give you updates on what's happening in World of Warcraft. But first I want to thank our community for all the feedback you've given us this year. And especially our community council.
La Frostmourne
and influence the updates that we've done recently and what you're going to see in the upcoming year.
I mean, really, for Shadowlands in particular, the story of the last 9 months or so of this expansion is all about the community. And it's shaped by what we've been hearing from them and us realizing as a team that we just collectively needed to do a better job of making sure the community felt heard. And so that led us to the changes we made in 9.15. But also really re-examining some of the assumptions and foundations of World of Warcraft about things like character investment and mains versus alts, or how catch-up should work, or the appropriate role of friction in our systems. And I think 9.15 represented a step in the direction of letting players have more freedom to play World of Warcraft the way they want to play it. And we really built our Eternity's End content update from the ground up around those principles.
What are some of the things that the community said that influenced your decisions for Eternity's End?
Things like the method and pacing of acquisition of the Covenant Legendary item, tons of tuning, and I think every step of the way, we were listening to make sure that we were carrying forward those lessons learned in the course of 9.15 into Eternity's End and beyond.
So WoW Classic came about because of the community.
Yeah, they continue to help guide and support us as Classic evolves.
World of Warcraft has always been about the world and the players that inhabit it. And we are, in a lot of ways, curators and caretakers of that journey and of that experience. And so once this Classic community formed and grew, we had to listen to them.
It's this tide of listening to the community and paying attention to what is a good experience for our players now.
Banear los bots.
Where we really saw a sea change in this idea is with our Season of Mastery round, which is a season of Fresh Start Classic. And initially we were talking about it like it was going to be like a fresh start. Let's try this experiment.
A ver qué dicen.
It'll be about a year long. And then when the community found out about it, we started seeing this upswell.
Yeah, the team just took that idea and ran with it and turned, what started out as a small community project into this Soul of Iron system that became a centerpiece of Season of Mastery and a whole new opt-in hardcore mode that we've seen communities built around. Lots of, thrilling victory and painful defeat.
5 hours. I made it 5 hours.
Yeah. And it continues, like Burning Crusade Classic. We wanted to balance the Paladin seals between Horde and Alliance.
Os acordáis de todo esto de la BlizzCon del año pasado, ¿verdad?
Gotten there without the community's
Esto lo comentaron todo en la BlizzCon.
So, influence the community. You've got
Chaqueta azul.
And pretty significant controversial change for this.
Yeah, cross-faction play coming in 925. Which is on our public test realm now as a big centerpiece.
Cross-faction. Yep. You're breaking with a 17-year tradition.
Yeah, it's something. It was not an easily made decision by any means.
Aquí conmigo, mi padre conmigo.
Really, we try to take to heart community feedback and requests and ask ourselves as a team whether there's a way to accommodate such an earnestly held desire and still feel like we're being true to the roots of the game. I think players desire to play with their friends who might prefer a different faction, or to play with the faction that they more closely identify with, even though their raid group is elsewhere.
It's really important for me. I play a lot of alts, and I love absorbing the story for each race, and having that ability to play with all of my friends across factions is fantastic.
At the end of the day, the battle cry is for the Horde. It's not against the Alliance. It's not death to the Alliance. It's about pride in one's faction.
Esto es una puta mierda. No.
Strengthen that.
Claro, lo de cruzar las facciones no tiene ningún tipo de sentido. Eso no.
I can't wait to do this. I'm seeing a lot of my friends that I never knew had a max level character in the other faction suddenly come out of the woodwork.
Nah, esto no. Las uñas, uñas de color azul. Uñas de color azul.
A Season 4. Kind of a remix, a bit of a greatest hits, revisiting all of our raid zones across the expansion, bringing in some familiar older favorites into the Mythic Plus rotation. And we recognize this is kind of a closing chapter, a little bit of a send-off to Shadowlands. As everyone gets ready for what happens next, what will come next, want to give a fun new challenge for everyone to sink their teeth into.
Really cool stuff for modern WoW players. I'm super excited about the gear upgrades that you're going to give me and the chance to go back and play some of those awesome raids.
There's a lot to explore. Very exciting.
For our next adventure in World of Warcraft, we're going to go back to Azeroth. We're going to a space with high fantasy. I mean, our fans of Azeroth for a long time. This has been kind of the foundation of much of the lore of WoW. So, without further ado, let's watch the cinematic.
Vamos. Cinemática. Vamos allá. Cinemática. Hace 10.000 años. Me cago encima.
The world has been sundered.
Hostia, qué guapo.
We must go to its aid. We entrust our ancestral home to you, the Watchers.
¡Hostia, las Islas Dragón! Os lo dije.
Hidden, even from our own eyes. You will feel our return in the waking of the land. Then, you must light the beacon of Tearhold.
¿Qué coño?
Lest the path home be lost to us forever.
El faro de Tirhol. ¡Pum! ¿Qué? Eso fue hace 10.000 años y en el presente reviven. Coño, como un titán muerto, un titán dormido. Algo así, ¿no? Parece Ulduar, ¿eh? No entiendo una verga. ¡Hostia, que se cae! ¡No, Juanan! ¡Hostias! Al palco. ¡El dragón! ¡Lo sabíamos! ¡Eran dragones! ¡Eran dragones! ¡Eran dragones! How to Train Your Dragon, man. El vuelo azul, el dorado, el verde, el rojo. How to Train Your Dragon. ¿Cómo entrenar a tu dragón? Esto es Forjado, chavales.
But her fate is yet uncertain. Together,
wow,
we shall be Azeroth's protectors once again.
Wow, está chula, ¿eh?
The new age of dragons shall begin.
Wow, está guapa. World of Warcraft Dragonflight. Lo dijimos. Lo dijimos. Está guapa, tío. Está muy guapa la cinemática.
Dragons. So cool.
Ahí está, no está guapa. El leak es real. Ahora a ver cómo la desarrollan. Ahora a ver cómo la desarrollan, tío. A ver qué nos presentan. El despertar de las Islas Dragón. El regreso de los dragones.